Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I'm here at Inland Kenworth in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Hope you guys are all doing great and having a great day. If you are out trucking and keeping the economy rolling and keeping the food shelves stocked, I sure appreciate you guys doing that. So a big thank you to all you truckers out there. If you're here to check out what we have going on this week with truck videos, I hope you're not feeling blue, but this truck is blue. And I just put on the blue shirt to kind of go along with it. It's a bit of a theme here today. So let's roll that intro and I'll see you out at the truck. That's recording. All right, so here we are outside at the truck. It's actually not the 990. I have this one sold. It's just getting a few things done to it. It was in the showroom and it's going down the road, but it's actually a little bit different. It's not that big. It's a baby Kenworth. It's a T370. Here we go. So this is a 2021. It's a Kenworth T370, single axle configuration. And this was a stock truck and sold it to some great friends. The guys at Grainmaster put the deck on it here. And Kenrock Building Materials. They do a bunch of drywall and stuff like that. So they're in that business, in the building materials. So yeah, let's dive into the specs and I'll tell you guys what it's all about. So this is a single axle configuration. Single axle meaning just single rear axle. It is set up with hydraulic brakes, so hydraulic disc brakes on the front and on the rear. So basically any class of driver can run it. It has a 12,000 pound front, a 21,000 pound rear, so a 33,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, which is the maximum maximum weight rating that you can get in a Kenworth with hydraulic brakes. So we ordered this truck white in color, and this is wrapped. So you can see here they had the guys wrap this truck, and it's all looking pretty. So we ordered this truck stock with a chrome bumper. I suggest kind of getting that chrome bumper pretty much all the time. The painted ones that we offer, they tend to rust quite easily. But anyhow, it's a nice stainless chrome bumper there. Aluminum metal mesh grille, so that is the same as that truck there. And well, those are T800s there, but basically 680s, 880s, they all have this aluminum metal mesh grille. 990s, it's kind of the standard configuration that we have there. We have the West Coast style mirrors. Those are not mounted to the door, they're mounted to the cab. So truck like this, city pickup and delivery, opening and closing those doors all day long, those mirrors are gonna stay in adjustment, so that's quite nice. Down here is your battery box, really easy access to the battery box. Just these two little rubber holders right here. And there we have it. So everything's right, easy accessible. So they come with a rubber pad on the floor just to help eliminate any sort of vibration. And it is not weather tight, but it is protected, so you're not going to get any moisture or any water really kind of on the wires, which can cause deterioration. We also have the block heater right down here, air dryer right there. Just put this back on. Nice and light. Easy to do. We have the DEF tank right here. So that is the 11-gallon DEF tank. And then we have your fuel right here. So 75 gallons right there. A toolbox was installed. This is just done when Grainmaster mounted the deck here. And they have the full mesh on the back there, which gives good visibility. Trucks do have options to get corner windows, and with the corner windows, it just utilizes, works really well with that type of setup. Down here, we have Goodyear drive tires, the G182s, steel rims, and then end of the frame configuration just like so. So it's just a standard, pretty nice, easy setup. Let's open up the hood and then we'll take a look inside. So easy to open up the hood here. Opens up almost a full 90 degrees. So you got to be careful because it can come and smack you in the head. So right here, we have the PACCAR, the PX7. I forget what did we have in this for horsepower. Let me just take a peek. So this one here is a 260 horsepower. 260 horsepower, it's 560 pound-foot of torque. And nice thing with the way that we lay out our engine here, all the fluid level checks are all centralized on one side. So you're not having to go back and forth and crawl around the truck, go inside and outside. It's all basically right here. So you got your washer fluid, your coolant, your transmission. It's an Allison automatic, so it has a transmission check right here. You got your oil check right here, and then power steering right there. So it's all pretty easy and accessible. So there we have it. Now going around the other side here, to show you a few other quick things. Does have a safety latch right here, just automatically engages. You do want to make sure you keep that lubricated so that it opens and closes. It does build up with grime and it can seize. So just make sure you do that if you have this type of truck. Right over here is all your headlights, easy to change. You just give this a half turn, and then there's the bulb. Easy to change those out. No tools needed. Really simple. Same thing with the HVAC system. We have a filter right here going into the HVAC. This thing just pops off like so, and then there you have it. And then now you have access to the main engine air filter. So there is a quick exterior tour on the truck. Let's take it inside. Okay, so let's take a step up inside here. So the way that we set up this truck, like I say, it's a stock unit. We have the two-person bench here, so that's a fixed seat, and then we have an air ride seat right here. Now, when you order a truck with hydraulic brakes, you need to order it with an accessory air system so that you can have air ride seat and air ride suspension. So that's, forgot to mention that earlier. So there we go. So what we got in the cab here, it's a pretty simple, easy setup. We have a manual window crank here on the driver's side with a power window lift control for the passenger side right there. We got the heat control right there for the mirrors. So both the convex and the main mirror are heated. They are non-motorized in this configuration. It comes standard with the power door locks right here. Ignition, here's your adjustment for the dash brightness. And then this is your DPF to do the regen. Up here we have your air suspension gauge for the rear drive axle. Up here we have your voltmeter, your water temperature, and your oil pressure. Your RPMs and your speedometer and tacher right there. Now up here, there's a little button right down here, and that can control this. This is not standard, it is an option. So you can see all your truck information, settings, a clock, RPM, fuel economy. So that's all there. We have some switches right up here, and this is really easy and accessible in behind the dash. Just a Phillips screwdriver, and then this pops open. So really simple access to get in behind here. So really good work truck. We got a spare switch, PTO switch. There is a additional light switch for backup lights. You can toggle between air horn and electric horn. This is an exhaust turbo brake similar to a Jake brake, and another spare, and then there's the air suspension dump. Like I said, it has an Allison automatic, so here's the control. It's a 2500 RDS, so the Rugged Duty series with the PTO provision. So that's there. Fuel and DEF right up there. And your headlights, your cruise, and your set resume right there. And then here's the USB Bluetooth radio. The parking brake is right here, so it's a floor mounted parking brake with a cable. So you just kind of push that down and that stops the truck from rolling around. A couple of spare keys. And then there is the optional cup holder that I like to put on all of our stock trucks here as well, that are medium duty. That way you have, and these are really easy to take out. I say easy, there we go. Things are a lot harder with my finger being a little bit chopped off, but you know, not as much strength in my hand. But anyways, that's okay. So these are easy to take out if you wanted to. You just kind of push it up from the bottom, and then you can run them through the dishwasher or just rinse them out by hand if you want. So they both operate that way too. Your glove box is right over here, and they come standard with a lock, so that there's keys kind of taped up behind there. So that is a little bit about the interior on this truck. So as you guys may or may not be aware, this cab and this setup, this cab is set up exactly the same way as the C500, the T800, the W900, and the late T660. It was a common cab with that truck right there. So that is the same cab. It has the same doors, the same mirrors, the same peeper window. It's all very, very similar in design. So common cab, that's kind of Kenworth's mantra, is to kind of keep things similar. No different than in the 2.1 meter cabs. The 990, 680, and 880 are all a common cab. So yeah, that's a little bit about this truck. Again, a big thank you to Greenmaster and to Kenrock for purchasing this truck and working on this project together with us. Thank you so much for putting your trust in us. And also, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, just click that link down on the bottom there and you can do that subscribe thing. And if you want to check out what other stock trucks that I would have in inventory, class 8 to medium duty like this, you can just click up here to thekenworthguy.com and that'll take you to the inventory that we have for sale. So thanks for coming by, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.